Greetings, salutations, good day, and hi everyone. Welcome back to IndieCar's 12th series. Today we have round 4 at Brainerd in Minnesota, and then rounds 5 and 6 both taking place at Phoenix Raceway. Let's have a look at the points as they stand. Currently, it's the Indy Lights winner, Ojiki-chan, leading with 91 points. Only her second race ever. He scored a big win at the last moment at New Orleans, and what a finish that was. Second, 17 points behind and 74 points overall, is the two-time series champion, Amiya, who won at Texas World Speedway. Third is the race winner at Kansas. With 71 points, it's Mayo. Fourth is Morocco, the bat at video games. And fifth, by tiebreaker, is Hochi with the 68 points and a higher best finish so far in the 3 rounds taking place. That's your top 5 at the stands. After the standings, the defending series champion Shadow is as average can be. Currently 21st, I think, with 41 points, and we have one driver yet to show up for a race so far, and that's Girl DM. Absent, DNQ absent. See if she shows up for any of today's races as we get into the action here. Round 4. The Brainerd International Raceway in Brainerd, Minnesota. We're going to be racing on the Donnybrook Road Course layout. It's a 10-turn, 3.1-mile circuit. Total FIA Grade 3 configuration. Let's have a look at the track preview. Start off with a really long straightaway. And then you turn right. Slightly banked right-hand turn. Long straightaways, long fast sections. Another turn right there. And then you eventually get into the zigzaggy, more technical section. Now, this track I've had a bit of trouble with in test races because cars may have trouble with grip, especially on those turns. What may separate a good race from a slippery race is whether or not we have a clean start, clean pace lap start. Remember, we need at least 10 drivers making it to the start finish in order for the pace lap to count. And rFactor has a glitch where if I have to reset the pace lap, then the cars don't drive as well when we get to the actual race. So first try would be good. Anyway, we're just about done here with this preview lap of the Donnybrook circuit. 15 laps. 100% damage multiplier. We'll just see how it is for this challenging road course race. Load. Had to buy Brainerd also has a competition road course layout, but there is no such layout I could find in rFactor 1, so we'll have to stick to what we know here. And we have previous race winner's curse, ladies and gentlemen, as Mio fails to qualify. Hell, Nana, Fallen Shadow, and Iami also missed a cut. As we scroll up, we will see that Pochi Sensei will start off at pole for this race. And DM finally shows up for a race. Starting off at second. And then we have points leader Ojiki starting off in the second row alongside Watashi Uno. Numi and Vienna make up row 3. Next we have Tenten, Cinder, and Moriko. Maya, Rurudo, and Ayami. Amiya. Ayami isn't even in this race. Yeah, that's on me, sorry.
Unit lost.
Wrong sound, I meant to say this one. I am not fully awake this morning, I apologize. Ami, starting off 12th, not Ayami. Although, yeah, that's technically unit lost as Ayami is not even in this race due to failing to qualify. Saraway, Tanya, and Patra make up 13 through 15. Artie, Doki, and Nacho. Kiki, Healthy, Shy Lily. Annie, Lily Hops, and Tricky. Ui, 5 Millie, and Neckarine. And finally, Delu, Milky, and Tenjin Kotone. That's 30 cars in place for this 15-lapper, round 4, the second road race of the series. And let's I want to let everyone know that we're about to begin here. Let's just see what happens. Let's hope for a good, clean, rolling start. And hopefully there's no slipping and sliding to go around for the drivers. Okie dokie, Brainerd, Minnesota. 30 cars on the track going around on this pace lap. Oh god. Everyone's slowly going around. Let's fast forward. And these two are well ahead of the others. That is just silly. Alright, let's slowly make our way. Come on, don't F this up, please. Don't F this up with the start. Okay, looking good, looking good, looking good. It looks clean. We need at least 10 cars, the top 10, good to start here. And it looks like, looking like all 30 cars are looking hunky-dory, so here comes the pace car. Making its way around. Hochi and DM, your front row for this 15-lap race. It's round 4 taking place at Brainerd, the Donnybrook Road Course. Full ticket here, let's find out right now. Long sprint at the start by everyone. Whoa, 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 a bit of a bumping, and there goes Pochi's side pod. Girl DM with her new villainous look. Right here. Finds herself at front, followed by Uno, and then Pochi. As we see cars losing some parts. Who just lost her rear wing? Uno. Oh, bad luck right there. As we'll have to pit after this opening lap, and Ami having issues at the start. So she's going to be way behind the other 29 cars. Whoa, whoa, careful. Touching grass is inadvisable. I said touching grass is inadvisable, Nacho Neko. Going around turn 10, and looks like taking the lead here will indeed be DM. Pochi is pitting. Vienna will be second, and Aquaman Imane will be third, but here comes Numi vying to overtake Vienna on this turn 1. No, I guess not. Delu, Annie, Bruno, Pochi, all pitting. DM leading by that many seconds. Wow. First lap, luckily, is fine because the pace lap was good on the first try. Very nice. Cinder to P3. Comes points later, Ojiki. Just had a stream this morning, talking about her future plans going forward with her younger sister, Rainy, graduating next month. For the time being, Ojiki just getting along with Indie Racing for at least this series. EM still leading, very good for her. Vienna, I wish she would win a race for once. And then Cinder, Numi, and Ojiki. Ojiki trying to complete the overtake against Numi. Again, nothing doing. Doki Bird is doing okay, I guess. She has very little in the way of road course experience, coming from a primarily oval racing career in stock cars. Whoa, going in a bit of a challenge against Patra and Lily Hobbs, and blap, no front wing. Vienna on the move against DM. Couldn't complete the overtake, and DM remains steadfast in the lead for now. Of course, there's this straight ahead section, and then first turn. Let's just see what happens. We're through 3 already. Ay, 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 it looks like Tenten is dropping to pit lane. Oh, that is just nuts. Going around this inner technical section. Anyway, just scanning throughout these cars, and Artemis of the Blue is lacking the rear wing, so expect extended time in the pit lane for her. Careful about speed, and such. Ojiki-chan just behind Cinder. See how it is as they go along turn one. Cinder going outside the line, and whoa, careful there. Wow! There was almost an overtake right there by Ojiki, but Cinder and Vienna said no thanks, we don't want that. DM still leading by 3.5 seconds. Ojiki's grabbing the star for Rainy. Yeah, let's hope so. Having a very good start to the series. Yumi's joining in on the fun again. Cinder tries to make a move for second. And yes, I may need to update Cinder's car livery. This is from last May, and she has a new model, and actually it's Ojiki who makes a move, and she herself goes to P2 with 10 to go. We're a third of the way through this race. Tanya and Artie both one lap down. Doki still trying to find her footing on these road courses. Lapped traffic ahoy, says Numi. Nishiza-san enters the fray. Oh, wouldn't you believe it? Ojiki lost her rear wing a few seconds ago. Front wing, I meant. I know it is an wing. But Ojiki might as well have to drop to pit lane and lose her positioning. She has built up in these first few laps. Now the more healthy drops to pit lane, has no engine cover. And someone may have also joined the pit area. Yes, as expected, Ojiki does go into pit lane. So Vienna is still second, Numi third. Cinder 4, Milky is 5. Race will be official after 8 laps. So when we go down to 7, the race will count for full points. Looking on the move to try to improve to 4th, and it looks like she'll do so. Cinder slowing down. She's on almost level with Cinder. As we come down to 8 here, race will be official after this lap. As Artie is stopping for a breather. Not quite a good race for her here in Brainerd. Anyway. Kiki Pyeongpyeon is now in the top 10. Doki still middling here. It's been one of those weekends for her. Just been dealing with a lot in her mind lately. That's why she's feeling a bit rusty, I think, to start off the series. As we see debris, multiple instances of car debris. I don't know what happened, and it's probably too late to look into that. Shy Lily, Tricky Wee, and Milky Queen will have to pit. Oh man, look at the damage on Lily's car. Nacho also pitting. DM still leading. Race is well past the halfway mark already. Gaps between cars, rather significant. Look at that. Almost 9 seconds separates Vienna and Numi. 3.25 seconds separates Vienna and Girl DM. And DM being advantaged by the fact that she has literally nothing ahead of her. It's all clear as daylight. But she's got to watch out for someone who's right behind her in Vienna. Wishing to end her long drought of all these races without a win to her name. And to get close and close, and oh yeah, I'm suddenly remembering something. There's also the potential for fuel issues to come into play this late in the race. Funny how I would remember that now, and watch as commentators curse makes this come into play here, especially in the latter stages of the race. Anywho, how many cars are still in it? Still all 30. 23 in the lead lap. Luckily, Doki Bird is improving somewhat. As for Ojiki, she's stuck mid-pack, having had replaced her front wing. 5 to go. Vienna has to deal with a lapped car. Lapped car ahead, lapped car behind. Going into this technical intersection now. Well, careful, Tanya. As the tires start to wear, the Redwall Firestone sticker tires start to wear. Expect a bit less grip and stuff. Nectarine is without car part, and I guess healthy is without car parts as well. Let's look at the replay and see that blooper, because, yeah, healthy, not so healthy here. This tends to happen too many times. Behind car runs into the rear of the car ahead, and they both lose the car parts and have to spend extended time in pit lane, as we see Girl DM still dominating this race. What's to get 4.5 seconds? Oh, yeah, I guess. P5 currently for Kiki. Baruto jumps to 4th now. Ooh, Delu passes Tenten to improve 1 spot. Doki just wants a high finish to her name. I mean, is that too much to ask for Doki? He's really wanting us something to put a smile on her face. Maybe she's just happy to compete in this series, that's all. I don't know. Down to 3. As Vienna pits, and there goes hopes for her race win. Well, all that for nothing. Pion. Now to P2. Cinder 3rd. Vienna relegating herself to 10th, and Doki finding herself in the top 10. Only DM's first race of the series, having failed to qualify for the first 3 rounds, and here she is dominating here so far. Well, fuck me, I spoke too soon, and now DM is pitting. Yeah, multiple cars pitting. Cinder, oh my, no rear wing. Why do I miss out on the good stuff? So 2 to go as Cinder will end her hopes for a race win right there. So I don't even know who will lead, but Delutaya? Really? She's supposed to be an expert in ovals, and yet she has to lead this late in the race? I mean, is she gonna hit after this lap? I don't even know what's going on here. It's also confusing, man. It's also confusing. Well, DM didn't lose that many positions right there. She's currently running 3rd. We had a 2nd, though. Goodness gracious. I think DM may have had a slow pit stop. Also, fuel issues. Gotta watch out for how much car fuel there's left to survive one more lap of racing. Okay, Tenten is still mid-pack. I was worried that something may have happened to her anyway. White flag will come up. for Delutaya of all drivers. Looking for her first win on a road course. Provided that she survived the last lap with no issue. DM back to second. Bill hoping to join the 5-win club, but DM and Vienna may be closing in on her. Will Delu have enough field to make it to the end? DM is quickly catching up to Delu. Vienna is too far away to bother. Coming down to the last couple turns. It's a sprint to the finish here. Last chance for DM to do something. Hoping for Delu to slow down. Here comes a sprint to the finish. DM is beating up. Delu is slow, too slow and stuff. And Girl DM takes the checkered flag at Brainerd. So close yet so far for Delu for that win, but she will get second, and Vienna will get third place. Girl DM gets her 4th IndyCar win. Congratulations to Girl DM. Delu just now runs out of fuel, but whatever. What did Delu start? 28, so improved. 27 spots, or 26 or 27 spots to finish where she finished. So very nice performance by Delu. Big improvement from her start to finish P2. But it's Girl DM taking her 4th IndyCar win. Taking victory at Brainerd. Villains win this time here at the Donnybrook Speedway. Race is not quite over. We're waiting for Artemis of the Blue to finish, and then we can wrap up here. And what the hell? That was just silly. Let's look at the replay. She just basically did a sideways 360 flip for no good reason. Yeah, that's just nuts. But at least she'll start finishing to end this race. Blep. Alright, update the medal counts now. Girl DM, her 4th win, and Delutaya making the podium. Vienna still can't be bothered to win, no matter how hard she tries. And let's update the points. $13 for Doki, which is now her new high finish. which isn't saying much. Ooh, 29th for Ojiki. Everyone did make it to the finish line. So, there's some positive news for this race. I don't expect the same thing to happen for the next race, which will take place at the Phoenix Raceway Oval. Let's see. Where did Lily Hops finish? 8th for 26 points. Just behind Barudo and just ahead of Cotone. That looks correct, and Pochi will get a bonus point for pole. So from 7 to 8 points. So the road course classification is currently led by Delutaya of all drivers. 76 points from the 2 races in road courses, and 5 points behind Delu in the classification is Ojiki, 71. DM is third with her 70 points for winning the race. And that's your top 3 in the road and street classification. And Delu, for some reason, leads the overall classification with her 105 points in 4 rounds. And second, surprisingly enough, is Rurudo. 96 points, 9 behind Delu. Third is Ojiki. Not a good race. She'll drop a couple spots to third. She's at 92. Fourth is Ami, 86, and oof, that's a lot of damage on her car to end the race. And Ami is 1 point ahead of Shiguri Ui, wherever she is. Right here. And that's your top 5 after 4. We're a third of the way through the races. Let's continue the momentum as we head to Phoenix Raceway for back-to-back rounds there. Let's see. I think this is the layout we're using for this track. Going short oval racing for 65 laps, 70% damage. I'm almost inclined to reduce it a bit further to 65% damage, but let's try 70% damage at first. Oh, and just need to bump thread, and then we'll show the track preview. Oh man, I always said that line. In the thread. Where was I? Oh yeah, Phoenix Raceway. It's the older oval layout. let's see how this track is raced here. This is the oval layout, so the start finish is right here on this long straightaway. Nowadays, the start finish is right around here, just before the dogleg section. And then the laps go by relatively fast. Banking is a maximum of 11 degrees, so relatively flat. So yeah, you just go around with your laps here. And try not to bump into everyone, because there's going to be 30 cars at once trying to go around at 180 miles per hour on this short track. And there you go. That's a few laps on this track, and so let's see how it is here. 70%, 65. Grid me. Reroll. 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 Ow! Bruh. I fear these multiple rerolls might affect the on-track racing. You know who won't qualify for this race. We're just gonna get straight to the grid. Of all drivers to start off at pole, it's the road course ringer Shiguri Ui. Patra will be second. Oh, look at that. Row 2 start for Doki. Yeah, she's more used to racing on ovals. She'll start alongside Nishiza-san. Uno and Tanya make up row 3. And it's Milky, Moriko, Catania. Cinder, Annie, Kiki. Mio, Sarway, and Delu. Healthy, Ayami, and DM. Ojiki qualified for this race, and then Natsume and Lily are next. And then we have Maya, Nacho, and Tricky. Nana, Tenten, and Shadow. Numi, Kotone, and Pochi. Everyone is set to go here. 65 laps for round 5 at Phoenix Raceway. The usual patented IndieCar short oval shenanigans will commence momentarily. Or going fast. Alright. Let's just see how bad things get. The last race there ended in complete mayhem, with cars crashing out or going way out of track limits. Might the same thing happen here? Spoiler alert. Highly likely. Shigori Ui and Suopatra, your front row, for this bull-ring battle here in Phoenix. God help us all as they make their way to the front stretch. Let's see what happens. Green flag is waved. Now. The jump by Atra. Turn around the first part of the track onto this dog leg. Around this dog leg, and Patra will have the early lead after this very fast lap, followed by Ui and 5mm. And amazingly enough, all 30 cars made it through this first lap without issue. Let's go through the other 64 laps without issue, hopefully. Tanya to second and Cinder to third. Cinder having a pretty decent start to her return series. Oh, Kiki on the move. This is the first of back-to-back races taking place at this circuit in this series. First it's the oval layout, and then we're going to be racing on the road course layout next round, with a part of the track taking place in the infield section, as we see Natsume tumbling. Let's look at the replay. What in the world just happened there? Who bumped her and how? She just got cheered by Natsume, I believe, and Numi, Akuma Nimune. Or maybe Natsume just cheered herself, and she's having to hit. Patra is still leading, and who is 18th, and having trouble with the... It is indeed Numi. Akuma Nimune not to be consumed with Kamishiro Natsume. Names are hard. Cinder to the lead. Annie is third. Iki fourth, and Doki finding herself in fifth. Trying to improve a spot, she does. Already a couple of minor bloopers by drivers, as Natsume is spending extended time in pit lane. Ouchies. Well, careful, lapped car ahead. Watch out for Tanya, if you can help it. I mean, didn't Tanya start off 6th and now she's like down a lap? What just happened? Several cars are at least down a lap or something. Tanya's not quite lapped down yet, but 18 cars are in the lead lap. Patra regains the lead after 10. Remember, don't blink if you can help it. These laps go by really fast, and you never know what will happen here. Pyongyang finding herself third, dealing with the aforementioned lapped traffic. Healthy is fourth, and Doki goes into the top 5. Never mind, Healthy takes back the 5th spot. Mio 4th, and Cinder retakes the lead. Uh-oh. Nishida-san having issues entering the pit lane. Replay. Oinked, and loses her rear wing. So that's going to be extended time for her in this zone. Well, it's only 70% damage. Damage could have been much worse for 5 milli. Two down for 10-10. Oh my goodness, that's just nuts. Ojiki, after a pretty good first day of the series, is somehow finding himself struggling with today's races so far, as we get along to single file action. Doki's still barely in the top 10, as Kiki is in the hot pursuit of Suopatra. Still waiting to see what happens here, as Kiki, just at the dogleg, goes up to P2. Patra is slowing down a bit. Cinder is in the lead. This is how it stands. Cinder, Kiki, Patra, Annie, and Kagranana, who's herself on a really freaking long race win drought. Nana, Tenten, Viana, who else on long race win droughts? Cars are going along in single file for the time being. Just slowly trying to improve spots. Annie just behind Patra. Patra able to use her rear view mirrors. Seeing that Annie is right behind and just peeling away, and whoa! That was a dangerous wall ride by Suopatra. Her car does remain intact. As the drivers try to get used to this short oval racing, Suopatra was supposed to compete in the 774 Inc. Racing Series, which Grand Touring Car Racing Series. But the project ended up being abandoned because no time to get through making another series, and Patra ended up leaving the agency anyway to become independent, and now she's racing on ovals, which is not a norm in ground touring racing. And here she is, doing quite fine in the top 3, enjoying herself, getting used to going around with left-hand turns only, trying to chase after Kiki. Big gap between Patra and the next driver down in Doki Bird! Goodness! Doki! Now there's a racing I've missed seeing from her time racing for this stock car series. Oh man, that brief touching upon P4 was was not quite long enough. It was fun while it lasted. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Back to 4th she goes. We're through 30 here. Everything is still clear-ish. Annie on the move and passes Doki to go back to 4th. It's middle of the race. Expect this to be like this for a while as the cars try to keep things safe, because they know that one mistake and then they'll cause the racing behind them to run into the scene of the crash, and then it'll all escalate from there. Although I expect such mayhem will take place with a few laps to go anyway, because that's how it is, I feel. Nothing to be done for Annie, with her wanting to pass by Patra, the 3rd. Anamori Healthy goes into the top 5 at the expense of Doki. Delu passes Doki. Delu passes Healthy. Doki passes Healthy. Cinder still leads. From the start of 10th, and she's been dominating this first half of the race so far. Still 18 cars in the lead lap. As we see how it is for the others. 26th running for Ojiki currently. Still struggling here. In the meantime, Kiki closing in on Cinder. Might she go for the lead? Not quite at the dog leg. Maybe on turns 3 and 4. No, still a bit too far behind. But the Benoy is slowly making her way close to Cinder if she could. We're through 40, 25 to go. Well, Doki has lost a few spots. But it is late in the race. Doki trying to play it safe, considering strategy for late race shenanigans. Very small gap between Cinder and Kiki on the track. Cinder vying for her very first IndieCar win, while Kiki and well, just Kiki looking for her fourth win. Annie goes to third. She likes racing on short ovals, apparently. Still relatively clean here, but as history has told you with IndieCar, VTuber IndieCar at this track, there's late race shenanigans here as we still see a bit more debris. A couple car parts popping off, but everyone is still sort of in this race, I guess. Now Doki's outside the top 10 altogether. There's still less than 20 to go. There's still a few laps to get through. Still lots of time for something to happen. Cinder's lead has become a bit more healthy as Annie makes the jump to P2. Cinder still has yet to relinquish her lead. Actually, if Cinder wins, not only would that be her very first podium, but her very first win. That would also be her very first podium, should she finish in the top 3 here. And here she is still leading after 50. Not quite in the clear yet, though. Anything can still happen. Cinder does lead by a little over 2 seconds over Annie. Patra wants to get back into the top 3. Just behind Kiki. Finding the inside and does jump to third. Just at the turn 4. Very nice maneuver by Suapatra. How about we invoke a little chaos? Maybe a pit stop shuffle this late in the race? Maybe in a few laps? I want to see some spice here in this really hot city of Phoenix, because it gets hot in the state of Arizona in the southwest. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Let's see some chaos, please. Let's see some action. Let's see what happens with 10 to go. Kiki has dropped to 7th. Ayami and Nana. Oh, Ayami and Delu. Delu and Ayami. Delu and Nana. Come on! They're 4th and 5th respectively. Cinder's still leading, and he tries to chase after Patra to improve a spot. Oh man, Cinder dealing with a couple of cars behind her. Gotta be very careful about these two. 7 to go. Patra's a second. Cinder is still leading. Might we have chaos at these last few laps? Five to go. Patra trying to chase after Cinder. These two each vying for their first win in IndyCar competition. And as expected, we do have a pit stop shuffle. There's the chaos we had expected to see here. Although not much of a shuffle there. Oh yes, there's the beef! There's the beef we've been expecting to see here. Please, I hope it doesn't involve Tenton at any capacity. Tenton is still fine. Annie in pit lane, and who's gonna lead with not many laps left? A car is struggling to get in there. I believe Nacho. Yeah, Nacho's just skidding along the wall. And I don't even know anymore. Who's taking the lead? Who? Doki! No, she's pitting. Well, oh fug. Okay, I don't even know anymore. Who is gonna lead? There's just like 2 laps left, and pitting and stuff like that. Suo Patra! Goodness gracious! Suo Patra trying to vie for the lead here. And she's gonna get into the white flag. 1 to go. I mean, no, that's Catania. Catania jumps to the front, and here she goes around the whatever, and onto the finish line, and we have a surprise race winner in our hands. It's Catania. Catania takes victory at Phoenix. Catania is here in victory lane. Again, a last-second jump, and Catania gets her first win in God knows how long. Catania, of all drivers. And that's going to be her 3rd win overall. Catania gets to 70 points. Patra finishes 2nd and Annie 3rd. And this race ended with a complete lack of beef. This is a surprisingly clean race. So yeah, I don't know what to think. I mean, when was the last time Catania won? I'm inclined to say Series 3. Um, it is indeed Series 3. That's Catania's first win since Vancouver in that series. So, her long race win drought ends here with victory at Phoenix. Patra gets second, and Annie will round out the podium. Let's see, points. Let's see, Tanya gets to 70, Patra 50, Annie 40. Top 5 finish for Delu. Noble, that's to be expected. Man, Cinder, who had led for much of the race, unfortunately will finish just outside the top 5. Doki has herself a top 10 finish. Where were we? Ojiki ended up finishing 30th in this race.
Oh, what a shame.
Ah. And then we still got the roval race to get through. I confirm the points. And pull for Uwe. And we'll have a look at the oval classification as it stands. Catania, with her win, goes to the top of the classification with 123 points. Second, a few points down with 92 is Cinder. Right here. And third in the classification is Miori Celesta on 81. Come on, camera. So, Delu, a good finish for her here at Phoenix. She leads the overall championship still, 141. 18 ahead of Catania, who makes that big jump to second. And Shiguri Ui is third overall with 106. Fourth is Morocco with 99 points. And fifth is Cinder, having a very nice return series, 98 points. Current bottom dweller is, I'm sorry to report, Neko Kamiyama, the Series 2 champion and a good buddy of Catania. Anyway, let's just see what happens with the race at the roval. Now that everything has been locked in place for 5 rounds now. Ah, yes, the road course. We're going to go 100% damage. And we're going to be racing 22 laps. So, this road course layout is no longer used to this day. But it is roughly 1.5 miles in length. I believe it was used in like real life Indy Lights racing in like the 90s or something. But let's have a look at the track. Utilizes parts of the oval as well as parts of the infield. 1.5 mile long track, 12 turns. Go in and mind your speed as you go along these curves. And then go into this right-hand section. Right along there. Mind the barrels lining the area. And then it's a sprint around the oval. Around turns 3 and 4 and onto the front stretch, and that will complete a lap here on the Phoenix road course. Alright, we are set to go here. 22 laps, 100% damage multiplier. Reload. 1.51 miles. I don't know why it says 13 turns here. On Wikipedia, I see 12 turns. And we're going to have to re-roll. Can't accept that. Okay. Let's hit the grid. And we'll go another day without a Vienna race win. Again, she fails to qualify. Also failing to qualify, Cotone, Nacho Cinder, and Saraway. And again, a low start for your adorable 1010. So, notes to these 5. Tricky Wee will start off at pole for this race. And then we have Artie, Uno, Lily, Ayami, and Patra. Next we have Amiya, Neko, and Annie. Shy Lily, Tanya, and the Milky. Maya, Nina, and Lisa. Doki and Ojiki and Nana. Ui, Healthy, and Tob. Al, Shadow, and Mio. Pochi 1010 DM. Nishiza-san, Rurudo, and finally Kiki. That's the grid set for this 22-lap race. It's round 6 as we approach the halfway point of this series. Let's let everyone know that we're about to begin. All right, we'll play the music and then we'll get to rolling. All right, we'll skip ahead a bit and make sure everyone is good and oh, are you kidding me? We're gonna have to re-roll. We're gonna have to restart. Remember, we need at least 10 drivers. We need at least a top 10, otherwise we're forced to re-roll. Oh, you just hate to see that. Now that's gonna affect the racing with a car stuck. Again, we're gonna have to reset the pace lap. One more try. One more try. Okay. That's at least 10 cars. So expect some slippy slidey, because having to reset multiple times against our will. Alright, Tricky Wee and Artemis of the Blue will lead everyone off to the green flag momentarily. And here we go for round 6. EV ticker seems to be working as we go into the inside section for the first 22 laps. Kiki, just I don't know what's going on here. He has crashed out already. Let's look at the replay. Just slammed by Naruto, and that's the end of her race already. Oh, you just hate to see that. Artie jumps Tricky, and she'll have the lead after this opening lap as the cars start to get into single file. Artie, Tricky, and Nectarine. Nectarine, who's bottom of the standings and needs lots and lots of help. And a good high finish will help get her out of the deep hole she's in. Well, briefly touched upon second, currently fourth. Still okay, though. Bruno's pitting. The other is going at... interchange speed, I guess. Well, okay, Patra is, I don't know what happened there, but, yep, Patra just speared into Artie, and they're both having to stop at pit lane, of course. So, I guess Shy Lily goes to the front. Followed by, this, pack of cars, all bunched up close to each other. Oh, careful there. I am not hurt. Shy Lily, who has over 1 billion Twitch subs, currently just trying to get along here, having herself a bit of a large-ish lead, but it's only 3 laps into the race, so... Chevy Honda. There's Kagamea, currently 5th. Of course, on a road layout, because she prefers to race on such layouts. Doki in 8th. Ui is also in this race, although struggling. She's supposed to be one of the front runners in the overall championship, but she's having a tough start to the race, I guess. Nectarine goes to second. Right at Shy Lily's tail. Or as close to it as she could, I guess. I don't know what that was all about, but, Nana's car was apparently bouncing like a basketball, and now she finds herself stuck and unable to get out, and oh, that is just silly. She just had to make some repairs, and now she has to go back to repair again. More cars in pit lane. Ojiki not having a good day as compared to yesterday. This, folks, is not an easy track to race at. For the Indy drivers. Well, to be fair, they're racing here for the first time ever on this configuration, after having raced on the oval a few times now. And we have another new track to race at later in the series, which will be at Carolina Motorsports Park in South Carolina for round 9. Kagurumea right behind Nina. Tricky also close to the fun. And ditto Annie. And Maya jumps to third for the moment. While Neko remains just behind Lily. Do we have any DNFs? No. But a few being one behind. The gap between second and third is a little over 2 seconds. As Shy Lily increases her lead against Neko at the front stretch. Kagurumea has caught up to and overtaken Nekarine for P2. Nina has dropped to 5th. Tricky gets back to 3rd. Just this lap and one more lap and the race will be official. This is a slow racing road course. This is one of the more technical races. Just trying to go along these nooks and crannies of different layouts. It's not all speed and stuff in VTuber IndieCar. There's also gotta be road races as well, as Nana once again has trouble with herself. And almost screwed up the race for Shy Lily and Kagurumea. Maya on the move, finding the inside and goes to the lead. She is certainly an road course specialist. Battle for second and third between these drivers. It's currently Tricky, who has second, and Shy Lily third. And we are indeed official here, as more drivers having to stop at pit lane. Ojiki pitting, and who is 19th? Lily Hops. Whoa! Bad move by Tricky. Amazingly, Maya still has an intact rear wing, so she's good. Tricky Wee, though. Actually, she's staying out for one more lap. But almost goes neck and neck with Shy Lily. But Tricky may have to pit after this lap as we come down to less than 10 here on the Phoenix roval. Lily catching up to Maya. Well, trying to catch up to Maya. This is a very good spot for overtakes. This hair-ish pin turn just before the oval section. Didn't quite work out for Lily this time. Shy Lily. But she's still close behind and can go for the overtake in turn 1, and does! So Shy Lily still regains the lead. Nina is now 3rd. While Annie is just behind in 4th, and Nectarine is a distant 5th. Keeping an eye on these drivers. I see Doki is supposed to be in the top 10 at this point. Seems like it, but there are cars driving close. Honda against Honda. Annie goes up to 2nd. Maya is now outside of the top 3. Wants to get back there, but Nina won't let Maya have it. And Neko has caught up with the other drivers. And Maya drops behind these two. So Nectarine goes back up to P3. Shy Lily has herself the lead after 15, and her lead is 2.673. Well over 2/3 of the way through this race. Ooh, we having issues at pit lane. Of course, the placeholder car has got to screw things up for drivers having to enter pit lane. Nana again entering pit lane, and Uwe's car is even more fucked up. And the placeholder car is interfering with the exits of a pit lane. Just if you're having to pit, good luck. Let's see. Anyone entering pit lane in these last 5 laps? All 29 cars are still in it. Ojiki, 22nd. A mid-pack battle that no one cares about because it's not among the race leaders. Maya has improved A spots. Maya has improved and spots in this race. Shy Lily still leading, almost 4.5 seconds ahead of Annie. Oh, there's a bit of beef. Oh, look at that. Nina has been beefed by Maya and Neckarine. Look at the replay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that is unfortunate for Nina. Vying for at least a top 5 finish, and there goes her vital car parts. Sky Lily doesn't seem to give a darn about that because she's well ahead of the action. Unfortunately, the beef cost Maya her front win. Al is currently 5th. Down to 3 here at the Phoenix Roval. Doki of all drivers in 5th. And this is the situation that Kagura Maya didn't want to be in, if I could find her. Amazingly, she seems to have been out of pit lane, or did she enter pit lane, or I don't know. She does not have a front wing. I don't know. But we're down to 2. Sky Lily is still dominating this race. Well, too fast Doki in this entrance to the infield section. Also, don't forget the issues with fuel! This late in the race, we've seen quite a bunch of instances of drivers fueling out just before finishing the race. White flag is going to be waved for Sky Lily. 1.5 miles left for Lily to get through, if she could, provided a fuel, as Doki goes into 4th. And Neckarine goes outside the top 5. Lily's still leading, but how much fuel does she have left? Going into the oval section for the last time. And on to the front stretch, and that will do it. Shy Lily gets the victory in the Phoenix Roval. Annie comes home 2nd, Bao 3rd, and Doki makes the top 5 for the first time. Finally, a top 5 finish for Doki. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Now what's next? Go for a podium finish? Top 5 on a road course of all layouts. Good job for Doki. But this race will belong to Shy Lily. Congratulations. Shy Lily gets her 3rd IndieCar win. She won on an oval. She won, I believe, on a street course, I think. Yes! An oval, a street course, and now a roval. Wins in 3 different track layouts for her. This race is official. Oh look, another top 10 finish for 10-10. I'll play that sound again. And everything is set. This race is over anyway. Alright. Okay. So your top 3 are Shy Lily, Annie, and Bao. Alright. And we'll bring the points. Not a bad finish for Ojiki in this race, 12th. Unfortunately for Tricky Wee, it's going to be a 20th place finish. And 26th for Nina. And we will lock in the points and call it for today. All looking good. All is looking good here. So we'll give Tricky Wee a bonus point for pole. And see how the championship is affected. Well, despite being absent from this race, Delutaya still leads overall by 18 points ahead of Catania, who was also an absentee. Shy Lily goes up to 3rd in the championship with 119 points, 4 behind Catania. Ojiki is 4th, 111, and Annie is 5th with 110. And once again, Kagranana finding herself a bottom dweller. Nana finished dead last series. Might it be back-to-back 40th place finishes for Nana? 9 points after 6 rounds. You hate to see it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the classification. Shy Lily leads Roden Street classification with 115, Ojiki 89, IME 80. And that's your top 3 in Roden Street classification. Anyway, we're done for today. We're done for today. We have the Daytona 500 that's on TV that I want to tune into. Has the race already started? I don't know, but it's about to start momentarily if it hasn't started yet. Anyway, getting into the scheduled card. Gonna be back on Saturday, the 24th. The next 3 rounds will take place at Trenton Speedway, the street course near Ball Arena in Denver, and New Hampshire Motor Speedway. That's the next 3 rounds. That'll take place Saturday, the 24th, scheduled for that day at 11 a.m. Eastern, so be sure to tune into that for the next 3 rounds of IndieCar's 12th series as we get into the second half of the championship and see how the rookies do, and also as Dell buys for a 3rd Gold Star. Okay, that'll be it. A bit of a more relaxing, chill day than previous, but I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this weekend. Have a great week ahead. We'll see you for more IndyCar action on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, right here on the BTRP channel. Take care, everyone. Have a great week ahead. See you again next time. Dag.